Well, welcome to the Hyyer Notion podcast. This is episode 13. And 13. Joel, Chris, you already know us. If not, there you go. So we're just gonna start off with our week, man. What did you do?
Well, I'm still driving, still delivering, and it's cool. Spending a lot on gas, but they do give you discounts. So, I mean, that's something. And yeah, I went out this weekend. I went to a concert in Los Angeles. It was for this EDM electronic trap duo Tonight. Have you heard of them?
No.
Okay, it's two guys, Hudson Mohawk and Lunas. Again, they do electronic music and they've produced for hip hop artists like Kanye and Rick Ross. But yeah, they had their first LA show in like over 8 years, and they announced it like it was kind of last minute, but they announced it, and yeah, I went. I drove from San Diego to LA and then back to San Diego within a day. So yeah, it was fun, man. I had a really good time. I went dolo. And what was funny is I got there and you had to download a separate app to open up the ticket. And the app had directions to the venue because it's called the Catwalk venue. I had never heard of it.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's built within, it's in the basement of an old bank. So it was pretty cool. But yeah, the directions though, it didn't really give you a clear idea of where exactly it was. So when I got there, I had paid for parking because downtown LA, dude. Oh, this is a tangent, but downtown LA is dirty as fuck, or at least the area I was in. It's fucking a lot of homeless people, dirty. Like compared to San Diego, downtown San Diego, like it's night and day. Like I felt like, dude, what the fuck is going on over here? But
they move around a lot over there. Because I remember when I helped you move, like I didn't see any homeless people in that section. And then when we were going to return the U-Haul truck, they just fucking came out of the waterworks. There's a shit ton of them.
Yeah, but it's just, yes, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Downtown San Diego just seems a lot cleaner. But again, this was just one section. So I'm not sure if all of downtown LA looks like this, but it looked like shit. But yeah, so when I got there, I was trying to find the venue and I went into this smoke shop to ask, like, hey, like, do you know where this place is? And then some other dude who was also looking for the venue was like, he was asking people too. So he was like, yo, do you want to try to find this place? I'm like, yeah, let's try to find it. So we were just walking around trying to find it, and then we found the street that it was supposed to be on. So we just walked like along this street and we went into this one building, and then this girl who was like checking in with some dude at the front, because I asked this dude, I was like, hey, that was in this building we went into, I was like, hey, do you know where the catwalk is? And this girl who was, I don't know what, checking in with this guy, but she's like, oh yeah, I'm heading there right now. So she like let me and this other guy follow her into the venue, and she was a bartender working there. So we like got inside the venue like before it was supposed to open up, and like we saw one of the acts was just chilling, and it was pretty cool. And then I guess I'm not sure if the owner or the manager of the venue. He saw us, me and this guy, and he's like, oh, he introduced himself, and he's like, oh, what's your name? And we both said our name because he clearly, like, we weren't supposed to be there.
Yeah.
And this other dude that I was with, he told him the truth. And then the manager, he was like, oh, which bartender let you in? And I was like, we didn't tell him. We just like, oh, we don't know, because I didn't want to get that girl in trouble.
Yeah.
And then he walked us out of the building. He's like, oh, well, this is where you're supposed to line up when doors open. And I nudged this guy. I was like, dude, don't say shit about that girl, because again, didn't want to get her in trouble. But so yeah, that happened, and we waited, like, because I was early. I was like over an hour early, so I went back to my car, smoked a little bit, and then walked back. But in reality, we could have just lied and been like, oh, because I knew the name of the DJs, like I know their names, and so we could have said something, but the guy just, like, I didn't say shit, but he was, I don't know, but
he had a blonde moment.
Yeah. So, I mean, they were just setting up. There's like nothing really going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess they built it. There was another club. There's like the actual venue that the concert was held in, and then there's another club, I guess, that's part of the old bank, and the layout was pretty cool. But yeah, man, it was a good time. It was a good time. I drank for the first time in almost 2 years. I had 3 beers, and yeah, it was a good time because my ex actually fucking invited me. Well, she asked me what I was doing this weekend, and because I knew she was going to go to Complex Con, because that was going on in Long Beach, and she had asked me previously if I wanted to go with her, but I didn't agree because she's full of shit. But yeah, she asked me again, like, oh, what are you doing? And I was just like, all right, well, I mentioned the Tonight show. I was like, hey, do you want to go to this? And she's like, well, yeah, let's go. And then she asked, is it far from Long Beach? And I said, oh, it's in downtown LA. And she's like, oh, well, that's too far. I'm like, you're such full of shit. Well, I didn't say that, but I sent her a screenshot of the distance between Long Beach and downtown LA. And it's like between 30 minutes and an hour. So I just said, like, you're cap. You're cap. And why would, and this is like, she asked me what I was doing the weekends before I even brought up the show, and she knows I lived in San Diego. So like, were you gonna drive from Long Beach to San Diego if I was gonna do something? So I knew she was full of shit, so I stopped talking to her. But yeah, that was my story. What you do, man?
Sounds like an exciting week. The usual. Worked. We did inventory at work. I was like the last one in my shift to leave. Bullshit. But it was overall easy. Other than that, just I went to Benihana's the other day.
Nice.
For birthday. Dude, that place is expensive.
Yeah.
It's been $100. And honestly,
whose birthday?
My brother's girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
But honestly, dude, that food is not that good. It's like,
I don't think I've ever been there.
I went when I was like a kid, like maybe 10, 11, maybe a little bit older, but I remember it tasting pretty good back then, but or maybe it was just a different place altogether that did the same thing.
Yeah.
But you're pretty much just watching the performance of the cook, and it's really not all that special. I mean, I don't get impressed that easily. But other than that, I mean, it was a good weekend. It always feels so short because I work graveyard shift, so like my 2-day weekend is literally Sunday and like half of Monday because I actually got to work tonight. So weird. Yeah.
But you getting used to it?
Yeah, I'm used to it. I mean, like I probably won't do it forever, but maybe like another year and then either switch or get a different position or job or whatever.
Yeah.
But for now, it's working.
Cool.
Yep. And then other than that, just watching some shows, catching up on The Rookie. Yep. That's pretty much it. Not that exciting for me.
Right on. Well, let's get into some of these stories because a lot of interesting stuff happens over the weekend, and I'm not sure if you're aware of it, but it involves Travis Scott. Not sure if you heard about it. What happened?
I don't know what happened, but I am aware that something happened. I don't know what happened, but I'm aware of something.
Okay, well, because I was going to originally talk about the new music he dropped. He dropped 2 songs, but this kind of overshadowed it. So over, I think Friday, and it was supposed to happen Saturday as well, but he throws his annual festival, the Astroworld Festival.
Yes, somebody got hurt, right?
So 8 people died,
and
a lot of people got injured, over 300, I think, or about 300, close to that. I'm not completely sure. So, yeah, and it was kind of crazy what happened because people are blaming everybody. Like, they're blaming Travis Scott. He should be like solely responsible and that he should have stopped the show because I think it all happened when his set came on, and there was a video that I saw on Twitter where some of the attendees broke into the festival, like they broke down a gate and rushed in.
Yeah.
And this was like at the start of the day. And it's just that kind of gave some signs of what came later that night of how crazy it was. And, Travis Scott, he's known for having pretty, energetic shows, and he has a rager persona. And I mean, in the past, there's been some instances where he's incited riots, told fans to, rush the stage and bypass security. So, I mean, yes, I think some of the blame he should have some of the blame, definitely. But also just the lack of, security, just the people who set up I think Live Nation is the company that oversaw everything. And it just seemed like they were understaffed. And I read some stories that some of the medical staff didn't have enough supplies or equipment to help everybody, and it was just a shit show. So yeah, they ended up, because that happened Friday, and then day 2 was Saturday, and they canceled day 2 because of it. And Travis has since issued a video apology and a written apology. And again, he's being sued, which is not surprising. Him, Live Nation, and even Drake is being sued because Drake was a special guest on Travis's set.
I think it happened when he got introduced or something.
Yeah. So and I'm not sure exactly how the people die, but I guess some of the they did identify some of the casualties, like they're some young kids, like 14, 10 year. I think there was a 10-year-old. I'm not sure. I could be wrong, but it's just some of them got trampled, from people, the crowd pushing forward, and
yeah.
It could have been drug related because at these festivals, kids fucking do stupid shit and take a lot of drugs that they can't handle, and it's sad, man. But so what are your thoughts about what happened? Who do you think's responsible and who should be held accountable? Because yes, Travis does hold some of the blame, but it's not just him. It's the festival organization for not providing the necessary staff to do crowd control, for apparently not providing the appropriate supplies, and some of the fans too. Like, just because you're at a festival, and yes, Travis does elicit some of these, party antics in his music, like that doesn't mean you act like a fucking lunatic and idiot. Like, that doesn't give you the right to do that. Like, yeah, you're supposed to have a good time, but you have to make sure you're aware of the other people surrounding you. Like, that's just my stance on it. But
no, I agree with you on all points, man. He's not the only one that's responsible. It's the organizers of the venue, the fans themselves, and just the fact that they just have too many people at those things. They have to have a limit. I know you mentioned that somebody broke down the fence and they just started coming in. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Some people actually snuck in, and Travis himself, like, he kind of encouraged it.
Yeah.
He kind of encouraged it. So, yeah. So what do you?
Yeah. So it's that venue, man. Like, me and you, we've been to concerts. Like, we've been in that crowd. We've been pushed around a little bit there, and we're fucking full-grown adults. So, like, yeah, just fucked up. I don't really know who else to blame, but just unfortunate circumstance.
Yeah. And because, dude, at these festivals, people die at these festivals. Like, this isn't the first time this has happened. Like, at EDC, like, people died and nobody's like been outraged over that. But for some reason, they just like, I feel like they're using, since Travis is so popular now, I think they're trying to use him as a scapegoat to be like, hey, it's your fault. But I don't know. And it's a tricky situation. And I read that he's refunding all the tickets for the attendees, and he's actually canceling his upcoming performance at the Day in Vegas festival that I think that's happening this month. He was one of the headliners, and he canceled his performance, and he's going to cover the funeral cost for those who lost their lives, and then he's also going to provide therapy for survivors. At least he's making some effort. But yeah, so, and I don't, because Jarrell and I were having a conversation about how, like, he thinks his career is over, or his career is like gonna go on a downturn. But I'm like, dude, I don't think so. Maybe he'll definitely be more aware of when he does perform next, like of, you know, just being more aware of what's going on. So just be careful out there, man. And don't be in these fans, like, don't fucking like, cause there's people like on top of the, like, I'm not sure if it was ambulance or like emergency vehicle. They're like fucking on top of it, like during the performance, and just acting like fucking buffoons. So yeah, that was just be careful out there. And because I've gotten hurt like because when he went on his Astroworld tour, I hurt my knee. Like I had floor seats, and like as soon as he came on, everybody was just like fucking bomb rushing the front.
Yeah.
And I like tore my meniscus. So
I think I remember that.
Yeah.
That was, yeah.
So it's just like, I don't know. That's why I don't want to be in the middle or up front at a show anymore.
That's why I never really like going to concerts. I just don't like being surrounded by all those people. They're fucking crazy. I like to listen to my music in my room, headphones, blasting the stereo, comfort in my own home, comfort, or my car, or whatever. But yeah. I don't really enjoy concerts all that much.
Yeah, I get you. I do enjoy them because I like the communal aspect. You get to meet people who like have similar music tastes as you. But now, yeah, I need to have my own space. If I go to a show, like I'm okay with being in the back, and at least I like have like, because I don't want
your own damn air.
Yeah, I don't want fucking sweaty motherfuckers like rubbing on me and fucking breathing on me and shit. It's gross, and stupid shit like that happens. So, but yeah, prayers out to the families, though. I mean, yeah. So that was like the major thing. Also, Kanye, another thing that happened, Kanye went on, he had an interview with Drink Champs. Have you ever heard of Drink Champs?
Go ahead. What's that?
It's a podcast with this rapper named Nori. Have you heard of Nori? From New York, man. Come on.
So just because I'm from New York don't mean I know everybody from fucking New York.
Still shit. But anyway, it's him and some DJ, and they drink during the podcast.
Yeah.
So Kanye was a guest on him, and he said a lot of shit. Like Kanye does. He talked a lot of shit about, he pretty much called out Big Sean and John Legend for not backing him up when he did his presidential bid last year. And he said like signing Big Sean was one of the worst decisions in his life. Like he was talking mad shit, and which is crazy because I don't know what goes on beyond the scenes, but publicly Sean's never really said anything negative about Kanye's political shit, or he's always like supported him from the public's perception. And Sean tweeted that he pretty much tweeted up a picture of them hanging out, and this was like the picture was after the interview was recorded, and Sean's like, well, you didn't mention any of this when we met up. So I think Kanye's that was kind of foul what he did. And it's just, I mean, I enjoyed the man's music, but I don't know if I would want to meet him in person. I feel like he's just two-faced and contradicts himself. And I mean, he did have some good points in the interview. He he wants to break down classism, and he said like the biggest killer one of the biggest killers in the African community was abortion, and that the Plan B pill was created by some woman who was affiliated with the KKK. Like, it was kind of crazy how deep it got. Mm-hmm. And I understand where he's coming from, because, you know, in the Black community and those marginalized communities, like, there's all this stuff to kind of control their population, like liquor stores, abortion clinics. But in like white neighborhoods, they have fertility centers where they're like encouraging population growth. And it's just, I never thought about it like that. So that was something good, but like, he'll say one thing but then contradict himself. Like, again, he wants to abolish classism, but he talks about putting Jay-Z, Kim Kardashian, Cudi, I think Travis Scott, like, he put them all in a text chain. He's like, I'm worth more than all of you combined. And I'm like, dude, how are you trying to eliminate classism, but you're bragging about your work, your money? So I don't know.
This is coming from the guy that calls himself God, bro.
I know, man. It's just, yeah, man. He's a narcissist, and he's still on his Trump shit. Which I don't even get, because like, it's been said in the past that I think his wife even said like, oh, he doesn't know shit about politics.
He's even gone on the news, or he was talking to somebody. He's never voted before.
Yeah.
So that he never had a say to begin with.
You know why he's in league with Trump? Because all the billionaires that got tax cuts. That's why, and he got richer under the Trump's administration. Like, that's why he fucks with him. Like, dude, like, you're, I don't know, man. It's just like, it pains me, because I really do. His music had a big impact on my life, and it's just the person. It's like, it's getting hard to defend you, man. You're fucking kind of a shitty person.
I don't defend anybody. Just defend yourself.
Yeah, so if you want to check out the interview, I mean, he did have some interesting stuff to say, but again, he was drunk. He smoked some weed, so he was wilding. But I guess the second part of their podcast is coming out Thursday. It's on Revolt TV. You can watch it on YouTube, but if you want to check it out, it's interesting. So, and some movie shit. I did see Eternals. Did you see it?
No, I have not got the chance to. I can only watch them on Sunday.
Okay. I watched it, and it had been getting mixed reviews, and I think it has the lowest Rotten Tomato score of any Marvel movie. What is it?
40?
It's at 40 right now?
No, that's what I don't know where it's at right now, but
let's look it up.
Somebody said it was 40.
Yeah.
Is that bad, huh?
What is it?
48%.
Okay. It does not deserve that low of a score, in my opinion. And again, I've only seen it once, but it is not that bad.
IMDb is at 6.5 out of 10.
I mean, that's a little better.
What hurt the ratings was people were giving shit about the LGBTQ shit that's in it.
That's not even a big deal.
It's
It's just
not.
one of the characters has a husband and they kiss. Like, it's not.
It's really not a big deal. I don't understand people.
I mean, yeah. Okay. I get it's a long movie.
Is it? How long is it?
Like 2 hours and almost like 2 hours and 40 minutes, just about.
Oh wow, that is a long movie.
So it's long, and there's some and some of the subplots are kind of muddled. So I get the criticism for that, and they introduced like 10 characters. So the Eternals, there's like 10 of them, and plus the villains, and so of course, like you can't. Each character is not going to have a lot of screen time to develop their characters, but I think they did a good job with what they had.
Yeah.
And it still had some of that Marvel humor, but it was just more, it was more of a cerebral sci-fi than anything, which I felt was a nice change of pace for the Marvel movies, because some of them feel the same, you know?
Yeah.
And so I appreciated it, because I went into the movie kind of thinking it was going to be whack, or just because I have no background on any of the Eternals characters. I've heard of a couple of them, but I never read their comics, so like I had kind of low expectations. But it was when I came out of it, I was like, all right, it's pretty good. It does not deserve. It's way better than some of the other Marvel movies. Like, it's better than Black Widow. It's better than Captain Marvel. Better than like the Ant-Man 2. So it's better than the first two Thor movies. So I have no idea why it should not be. It shouldn't have that low of a Rotten Tomatoes score, in my opinion.
Oh, I feel you. Have you seen the Spider-Man No Way Home poster?
I have, and I wanted to talk to you about it. So, I mean, the poster itself is it's a Photoshop. They just dragged him from the shot of the trailer when he's standing on the car, and they just Photoshopped that. But what did you think about it?
Well, let me see.
It confirms some of the villains.
Yeah, so I see the Doc Ock claws, and then I see lightning and like sand in the back, and the Green Goblin way back up there in the background,
wearing his classics.
I
didn't think they would fucking do it, but okay, I saw concept art of another suit he might be in.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure if you've seen it.
Is it like that magical looking one? Like black and gold? I don't know.
No, for Green Goblin.
Oh, Green Goblin. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Haven't seen it.
I mean, it's not. I think he's gonna have a different look in the movie. Like, he'll have multiple looks. But so yeah, that poster just pretty much confirmed what we all been assuming, that again, Sandman's in it. I knew Electro was in it. We got confirmation William Dafoe's in it. There is another villain that I read that's going to be in it. Do you know who it is? Well, he was in the trailer too.
Was he?
There was a brief shot of it, but do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, go ahead. It's fine.
The lizard.
Oh, yeah. I heard about that. I didn't see him in the...
He was in the trailer for a brief second. But the lizard from Amazing Spider-Man, that guy, he's going to be in it.
Okay.
So that's 5 villains. We need one more for Sinister Six. Who do you think is going to be it?
Scorpion.
Scorpion?
Yeah. Or Shocker. I don't know.
Or Mysterio or Vulture?
Maybe Mysterio. I don't know.
Or Venom.
His best friend Ned looks skinnier. I mean, the actor does.
Yeah, he lost weight.
Yeah.
Why? Do you think he's going to be Hobgoblin?
I don't know. I heard some speculations or some shit.
Well, I don't think if maybe in another movie he can turn, but I don't want him to be Hobgoblin in this movie.
Yeah.
There's already Green Goblin. You don't need 2 goblins. But it's surprising that the movie comes out in a month and they barely like done any promotional stuff about it.
There wasn't anything on Eternals about it, or
No, they pretty much they're just setting up stuff within the Eternals
universe.
Yeah. Which will affect down the road, as it always does, but what was set up it was just what was set up in Eternals. So it was cool. I mean, in one of the mid-credit scenes, the theater I was with, they were like really ecstatic about, there's a character that pops up and they're really ecstatic about this character because of the actor, not because of the character itself, because of the actor.
The actor?
Yeah.
I'm confused, bro, but yeah.
Well, I don't want to spoil it for you.
All right, yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, there's an actor
like in that universe that shows up.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're an actor.
It's a famous person. Like if you see him, you're like, oh shit, it's that guy. So that part got a huge pop from my theater. Not because of the character he's playing, but of the person. So that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
But yeah, Spider-Man, I think we're getting a new trailer soon. We have to be. I mean, we got the poster. Usually when you get a poster, you get a trailer. I really don't want to watch the trailer. Are you going to watch it when it comes out?
Probably.
I just don't want to, like, I saw the first trailer. Like, I'm already in. I already know a lot about this movie. I want to go in kind of blind.
I mean, I'm falling behind on all the Marvel stuff, movie-wise. I haven't watched Black Widow. I haven't watched Shang-Chi. I haven't watched Venom.
Do you have
watched Eternals?
Well, do you have Disney Plus?
No, I do not.
Oh. Well, because I was going to say, Black Widow's on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Shang-Chi's going to be on Disney Plus Friday. And yeah, Venom's not on there, but
I think I could watch Black Widow and I could watch Venom. I don't think I could watch Shang-Chi maybe on Friday or Saturday. Who knows?
That's a good movie, dude.
Yeah.
Out of all the MCU movies that came out this year, that one's the best one. And we'll see a Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man will be the best one. Lots of shit's going on in Spider-Man 3 that a lot can go wrong, but I think they're gonna hit the landing. It's gonna be a lot of fan service.
Were you the one that told me that Spider-Man learned martial arts from Shang-Chi?
I did not.
Oh, okay. So apparently in one of the comics, Spider-Man loses his powers, or not his powers per se, his spider sense. So he realizes he's a bad fighter without it. and he learns martial arts from Shang-Chi, and it's called Spider Fu or some shit like that. His own,
That's cool.
yeah, his own version of it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I thought you were the one that told me about that. Could have sworn I had this conversation with somebody.
I didn't know that. So maybe that they can do that in the movies.
That'd be pretty dope, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see. Another. Oh, and No Way Home is supposed to be the longest Spider-Man movie. It's like 159 minutes, so that's 2 hours and 30 minutes. That's gonna be another long movie. I mean, kind of makes it. Yeah, it makes sense with all the characters that are gonna be in it. So
I finally saw the Morbius trailer.
Oh yeah, what you think?
It's pretty good. It's pretty well done. They got me hooked into wanting to watch it, at least. I'm just not a fan of the actor, that's all.
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto.
I'll
give it a chance.
Yeah, the trailer kind of looked generic to me, but it has all these Spider-Man Easter eggs. Like
it had the Spider-Man from the Sam Raimi universe, though. Did you see that?
Yeah. But it says murderer, which is from the MCU.
Well,
you would think because he was framed for murdering.
Yeah, from the MCU one, but like this, Spider-Man has always been framed for murder.
Yeah, but it's
like different iterations and stuff. So like it could have happened when we weren't watching. So like the last 3 movies, we could,
Then it had Michael Keaton, Vulture.
True, I did see that.
And it also showed the Oscorp building, but the font of the building is from the Amazing Spider-Man movies. So it's like pulling from each Spider-Man movie, which maybe I don't know if that's deliberate or if
it's probably melding all the universes together. I don't know. Well, we'll find out when it comes out. Maybe they're just putting that stuff in there. Just be like, what universe we're gonna have this in? We're gonna have it in Sam Raimi. We're gonna have it in Amazing, or we're gonna have it in the MCU. Let's keep these guys guessing.
Yeah. So we'll see how it all ties in. But yeah, that comes out in January. That movie is supposed to come out in July last year. So yeah, it's been pushed. I think that's it for the Marvel stuff. Still dealing with the effects of the Alec Baldwin shooting. The Rock announced that his production company is no longer going to be using guns as well in any of his movies.
Yeah, I know. I feel like we talked about this last week, didn't we?
Well, we talked about how the Rookie, that show, is not going to be.
Oh yeah, they're not going to use real guns anymore either. As far as the recent show goes, they're still using them, or episode. As far as I could tell. And the thing with The Rock, I did hear about that. I did read about that somewhere. Didn't he like get other people involved in that too?
I don't know. I mean, I think all movie production should do that. It's you're fucking acting. Why do you need a real gun? Yes, it's more authentic, but it's not worth potentially killing somebody. So, and I did watch a documentary. I watched the Kid Cudi documentary, A Man Named Scott. It's on Amazon. I have a bias, but I thought it was really good. It just goes through just goes out through his musical career. It doesn't really delve into like his acting, but his music stuff, which was
His acting career isn't all that big.
yeah, he's getting some roles. He was in Westworld. He's going to be in this movie with Leonardo DiCaprio that's going to be on Netflix, which I'm looking forward to. It's called Don't Look Up, and it's about this, I think, and a bunch of people like Jennifer Lawrence is in it, Jonah Hill, Timothy Chalamet, Ariana Grande, Cuddy. It's about this giant asteroid that's gonna hit the Earth, and I think this. I'm not sure if Leo he plays an astrologist or something to do with the environment, and looks pretty interesting or sounds pretty. And the director, he directed Anchorman, and he also did he's becoming more of a serious director, so I'm looking forward to it. Comes out in December. But yeah, the Kid Cudi doc was really good. It showed he delved into the dark times he went through. It showed some of the event, like it showed some of the concerts that I went to. So I was like, oh shit, I'm there. I'm in there somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, it's a really good doc, so I'd recommend it. And the last film or movie news thing I have is there might be an Old Republic movie coming out in 2023 for Star Wars.
Are they based off the game?
Not sure, but there had been rumors that they hired someone to write a script based off the games.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. That'd be really cool because that game has a really cool story. But there was supposed to be a movie called Rogue Squadron that the Wonder Woman director was doing, and that was supposed to come out in 2023, but it might get pushed and this might take its place. So what would you be more interested in, a Old Republic movie or a Rogue Squadron movie?
Old Republic.
Yeah. I just want to see how like the Jedi started. That'd be cool.
Well, I mean, you know how they started, right? Or like the basic premise or the beginnings.
Well, they don't have official canon explanation of it.
Oh, is that non-canon? It was based off a comic book, I think. But I guess there's non-canon and there's canon. Yeah. I like the non-canon version better because Luke is a lot stronger in that one.
Yeah.
And a lot cooler, in my opinion.
Yeah, I know they fucked it up.
Yeah, it was like, why can't we just make the non-canon canon and canon non-canon? Like switch that around.
Yeah.
Like everybody's story is a lot better. It is a lot darker too, in my opinion.
Yeah. They try to pull some elements into the new sequel movies, but it just didn't work. And I think they're going to be just how like the Clone Wars animated series kind of made the prequels better. The new TV series are going to make the sequel trilogy better.
Yeah. I mean, as far as like the Force goes, there was like a planet, right? And I think it was shared between the good Force users and the bad, and it was just like a shit ton. It was like a completely different alien race. They look humanoid, but they didn't look like the Jedi and the Siths do now.
Are you talking about that episode where Yoda goes? He learns how to become a Force ghost?
I wasn't talking about an episode at all. It was just if it's Star Wars lore.
Okay, well, there's an episode in the Clone Wars where that Yoda does that to train to become a Force ghost. He goes to this planet and he's trained by these mythical creatures. So I thought that was cool as fuck. And I thought they were gonna try to do that in the Obi-Wan show because how does Obi-Wan learn how to become a Force ghost? But I don't think the show is gonna delve into that.
Maybe not. Maybe he learned from Yoda.
Well, Yoda in episode 3, he tells him like, "Oh, your master's come back from the dead. You should learn from him." So I don't know. Maybe they'll dive into it. But Disney, they're having this Disney Plus Day on Friday where they're going to be previewing some upcoming stuff. So they might show a trailer for Obi-Wan, which I would be pumped for.
That'd be pretty dope.
Yeah, and still release some Marvel stuff too. So we'll see, because Hawkeye's coming out at the end in a couple weeks, which I'm like, I really don't care about Hawkeye. But we'll see.
That's messed up, man. That's messed
You
up.
like Hawkeye?
I don't really care for Hawkeye either,
Yeah.
but I'm sure he'll do fine.
Yeah, and it's just set up for Kate Bishop, for her, and they're gonna do Young Avengers, so we'll see. It could be good. That's pretty much all the stuff that I had. Anything going, or what have you been watching?
Well, I told you earlier, just been watching The Rookie. Honestly, nothing else. No anime. Not really reading anything new either. Just been so busy fucking working and school. Like, so I'm taking the advanced version of classes, so they've been giving me a lot more homework. So it's been taking more of my time to do that.
How's that going?
It's going okay, for now. Just got all my shit done. I got A- right now.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
How many classes are you taking?
Right now, this semester, two every 8 weeks. So, I mean, how long is the normal semester? 4 months.
Well, yeah, 4 months.
Okay, so if I'm going by that, then I take 4 classes a semester, but split in half.
Yeah, it's been so long since I've been in school. Like, fuck, I don't remember. Yeah, well, just keep going, man. You're almost done. When are you gonna get your degree? Or
Beginning of 2024.
okay, you got some time.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Unless you take more classes.
They won't let me.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
It's not that they won't let me, but I'll have to pay more out of pocket.
You don't get any financial aid?
I do, but it's not enough to cover it all.
Got you. Well, you're almost 2 years away. So it'll fly by.
Yeah. I mean, what I've already done went by pretty fast, but it's whack. I finished all my general classes the end of this year.
That's good. And then you'll get into more of the nitty gritty next year.
Yeah, I mean, I already started some of that because I started the graphic design stuff, and I took a break and just finished all these general classes first. It was
Yeah.
hard. It was hard to focus on like the fine arts and then the boring shit together.
Yeah.
That was weird.
I feel you. Well, best of luck, man. Just keep going. So, oh yeah, I did see, and this is video game related. For N7 Day, Mass Effect tweeted out a new poster, and it's really nothing special. You should pull it up, but it's like a ship that landed near a crater, and it just says Mass Effect will continue. So they're continuing work on their new game, which I think we talked about like on one of our episodes, that it probably won't come out for another few years, but they're working on it.
That'd be dope. I know that they're playing like a different, or they're making a different game right now, or they're focusing on something. Is it that white ship?
Yeah, it looks like it's crashed near a crater.
Hmm.
They just tweeted it out.
Mass Effect will continue.
Yeah. Do you think Shepard will come back?
I don't know. I mean, that'd be cool and all. I don't know how they would bring it back. Maybe like the Turing War. That'd be fun. Early like human interactions with space travel, stuff like that.
You want a prequel?
I wouldn't mind that. No. Or they better make a damn character that's just as good as Shepard and a story that follows. That makes sense.
It's Andromeda.
Fuck that, dude.
Oh man.
Every character that they introduced just pissed me off, and it's annoying. And
No, what were you gonna say?
the main character was just shit. Both iterations, the girl and the boy, the man version.
What was his name?
Something Ryder.
Oh yeah, Ryder. Scott. I think it was Scott. Scott, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, they fucked that game up, man. I was so disappointed. So disappointed. I got really kind of far into the game, and then I lost my save, and then I was like, I'm never playing this game again.
I beat it too. And you know what? I took the game to GameStop. They're like, we're not taking that.
They knew. They're like, yo, this game's trash.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. This is a while ago too when I took it.
How do you make a game? It looked worse than Mass Effect 3, like the graphics. How's that possible?
I don't know. They added some cool game mechanics to it, but at the same time, it was like still not worth it. But as far as game news on my end, nothing new. I was playing Overcooked with my niece. It's actually kind of fun. Yeah. You need 2 players for that though.
Yeah.
There's no way you can play that by yourself.
Yeah, dude. I think I'm getting the GTA. It's coming out this week. The remastered.
The 14th, 15th.
I think the 11th.
Oh, the 11th.
I might get it. I'll stream it.
Which one are you going to start on?
I'll probably just do them in order. So 3, and then Vice City, and then San Andreas.
Yeah.
Since I've never played any of them. So
the dude from Vice City shows up in San Andreas.
the main guy?
Yeah.
Spoilers.
It's not a big deal. It's like a race that he doesn't say shit. It's actually a really boring ass mission.
Yeah. And in 5 they mention Nico from 4, right? They do mention him. I think.
Do they?
I think they mention him. Let me look that up.
I don't know.
Yeah, he does get mentioned.
Who talks about him?
Lester and Patrick. I forgot who those are, but
I know Lester. I don't know who Patrick is.
oh, is Lester the nerdy guy who
Yeah, with the glasses and Fox with the cane.
he like organizes their missions?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, because they mentioned like, oh, this guy from Liberty City.
Mm.
Yeah. Damn. Did you play 4?
No.
I liked it when it came out, but I got stuck on this one mission and I never beat it.
I never owned it. I played like I drove around in the cars because I think Danny had it and I just played a little bit. But I don't know the story in that one.
Yeah. So yeah, I might get the GTA trilogy and stream it. So
Ooh.
that's pretty much all it, man. Unless was there anything that caught your eye or?
No, I'm just like really tired right now.
I'll tell you.
Also, like my back is killing me.
Getting old, man. You need to stretch.
Yeah, I do. I do
too, man. I need to stretch. Like I tell myself, because when I do stretch, I'm like, fuck, I need to stretch. Like I always tell myself, like, dude, you need to stretch every day, but I don't.
I tell myself that too, but like there was like a solid 3 days in a row. Like I was just doing it when I woke up, and I was like, all right, I feel great, I feel good, and I just stopped. But yeah, my lower back is like really sore or tight, I guess. Kind of hurts. So you guys don't need to know that. So thanks again for joining us on the Higher Notion channel. Subscribe, like, hit the bell icon, and definitely leave a comment.
Yeah.